Hello, everybody. Today we are doing something completely different than what I normally do. We are talking oracle cards and crystals and how I use these to actually plan out my month. And yeah, so this is going to be super excited. If you want to gain some great insight on how crystals can help you and how you can implement them in your everyday life, then this might be a really cool video for you. So let's just jump right in of the month of January. So welcome to my channel. My name is Elin and this is the Journaling Gem Life. And if you've been here before, then thank you so much for coming back and watching. Now, I know that today we are doing something completely different than what I normally do. Like I do my unboxing videos, planner supplies, everything planner-wise. But what I haven't been showing you a lot, you might have seen some pictures on Facebook and Instagram where I share my Oracle of the Month. I have been doing this for many years now. I am a very spiritual person and I have been practicing crystal healing for many years now, even professionally. So I thought I would take you into my magical world of crystals and share just a little bit on my thoughts, how I use these crystals. I will give you some great tips on how you can implement them like in your everyday life, making it super easy. And so, yeah, let's dive into this. So, I posted pictures showing you guys the Oracle card that I drew for January. And it was the card Strength. And so I do my Oracle card every new moon. And the reason for that is because I want to harness the energies of the moon and the moon cycles. And the new moon is for new beginnings, like out with the old, in with the new. Where do I need to go? What do I need to pay attention to? What can I be expecting this month? And so with the card Strength, it says that your truth strength doesn't just come from self-confidence, but also a sincere belief in a higher power. And now I have the strength to do even the most challenging tasks. And so for me, this is all about getting in touch with and focus with what I need, because now I have the energy that needs to be done to get some good results, right? So the first crystal that I have chosen to help me obtain this is the Amethyst. Now, this is part of the Quartz family, and it is just a beautiful spiritual stone. So I use this a lot for meditating. I use it if I'm having a headache or something like that. And this will actually be going on my nightstand because this is going to help me focus on getting a good night's sleep, getting a good sleep rhythm. And that is actually one of my main goals for 2025. Like I have been struggling with insomnia. I am still struggling at times because of my health issues. So it is super important for me to keep focus on sleep and sleeping at night. And also it can serve as a good meditation stone. So I do believe in a higher power, and that is actually the energies of the universe. Like everything is energy. That is my sort of theory in life. And so I will use this to dive into myself, to my higher self, and maybe find some answers that I need, get some ideas. And yeah, so I will be putting this on my nightstand, and I will be keeping it there for the month of January, just to see if I can feel any change, if something helps, right? And the second stone, crystal. I haven't chosen any stones. There are a difference between stones and crystals. So the next one is the rose quartz. Now, the rose quartz is filled with just a loving, soft, kind energy. And that is exactly what it stands for. This is a crystal of the heart. And it is all about love and compassion and empathy. And not just for yourself, but also the people around you. And so I find that my focus, the reason why I chose this was because I know myself. If I am in this sort of place where I have a ton of energy, I have so many ideas, so many projects, so many things that I want to get done. And I don't stop and think about how that might affect the people that are closest to me. So I want to make sure that I keep this on my desk or the space that I am being in the most. It can be your living room, anywhere you want. But so that every time that I start a project or I do things, I do it out of love and compassion and with the thought of the people close to me. So I don't put too much on them just because I have an abundance of energy. So now I have a great tip for this as well, because this is also a really, really good stone when it comes to, not stone, crystal, when it comes to self-care. This is like the crystal to go for self-care. And I have a bathtub. So if you are lucky and have a bathtub, then why not draw yourself a rose quartz bath? Now, how I do that is I fill up the bathtub and I add some, bubbles or oils, something that smells really nice. And it's really good to use with lavender or something like that if you want to use some herbs, because they also have healing properties. But as long as makes you feel calm, right? And I will dim the lights and I will light a candle and sometimes even put on some relaxing music and just lay there for a little while. And I will drop a few, not big ones like this, and not the raw crystals because you don't want to cut yourself. But I do put in a handful of tumbled rose quartz into my bath water. Now, you don't have to put them in the water if you don't want to. You can put them on the side of the bathtub as well. It works wonders. So give that a try. And if you give that a try, then let me know in the comments how it made you feel. I would love to hear from you. So that was the second crystal. Now the third crystal that I've chosen, you can choose as many as you want. You can choose just one if you find a reason, like this is what I want to focus in on and this aligns with the oracle card reading. If you do that, then that is fine. It doesn't matter. I have chosen 4 different crystals for this month. And at the end, I'm going to share with you also a really good story. So stay tuned for that. But I'm sorry. I'm sorry for that. So the third crystal is a citrine. Now, this is the crystal for abundance. Abundance, prosperity, and just, bringing in an abundance of everything. Now, a lot of people say they use this like the money stone. They call it the money stone. But it's not just about money. It is about bringing in an abundance of everything that you need right now. And for me, the reason I bring this in to join me in this is because just because like a good luck charm. Like I want the outcome to be good. And so that is why I brought in this basically. I felt drawn to it. And whenever you feel drawn to a crystal, there is a reason. It's not like they say that it's not you who chooses the crystals. It's the crystals that chooses you because they know what you need. So you will automatically be drawn to their type of energy. And so I felt drawn to this. And so I thought, well, it does have a lot of good qualities. You can look it up online if you want to look at the healing properties and everything for every crystal. But for me, it was just for like a good luck charm and to bring in abundance of whatever I need right now this month, whether that be courage or otherwise. So, yeah. And then the last crystal is sort of tying everything up, and that is this one. It is the selenite. This is like the crystal of all crystals, because when we talk about, when we talk about crystals, we talk about energy. And it's not like crystals contain energy. I know some people believe that they do, but it's not about that. It's about the structure on how it is built, and that is physics. So you have a physical formula for every single crystal and for why it looks like it does. So like this has these perfect straight edges. This is not cut. This is the natural form of the crystal. And it grows like this because of the chemicals and the opponents that it is built up on. And those are the ones that will direct the energy flow in a certain way. And that is just, I'm just sharing this like a short form in case you're not very familiar with crystals. And so it is just redirecting energy. Like you cannot create energy, you cannot end energy. Energy is just in different forms, so you can change it. And that is what crystal healing is all about, or energy healing is all about. And so with the selenite has a particular structure, and it makes it so that the energetic vibrations of these crystals are really, really powerful. So powerful that it will actually be a purifier and amplifier. So what do I mean by that? Well, first of all, it will purify you, your room, your crystals. It will cleanse anything in its path because the vibrations are so powerful. And it also gives my other crystals an energy boost. So it will cleanse them, and it will also boost and enhance their frequency. So altogether, this is like I don't know, I don't know what to call it, like a boom package, I would say. So these are amazing in itself. Add this one to it and it will boost the effect of it. That is how I feel about this. Now, I don't know if you have tried out crystals, if you have any knowledge of crystals. If you want me to make more videos on crystals, let me know down below what you would like to learn. Like I said, I have been doing this for many years, and I know that this is a way of a belief. There are so many things that you cannot physically prove with this. It's sort of like you have to experience it to believe it. And I know some people think it's just placebo, they don't work, but I have been working long enough with crystals to see the impact that it can have on a person. And so my train of thought is I'm not going to tell you, yes, do this and this works and everything like that. Try it out and see for yourself. Do you feel like this is working? If it doesn't, then don't. Just do your natural, normal thing. But you might just be surprised. So yeah, there's that. So anything that you want me to share or talk about concerning crystals, let me know down below. Now we are done with all the crystals, and I have not written anything in my planner yet. And that is mainly because what you want to do with these crystals is to write down an affirmation. And I normally do that on the full moon. Like, again, I am taking advantage of the cycles of the moon and the energy of the moon as well as the crystals. And that is on Monday 13th. So we are a little bit early, but I wanted to share this with you so you can get an idea on how I do this. And if you want to try it out, then you have the time to maybe go and get a crystal or two and try it out for yourself if you haven't before. By the 13th, the Monday. So then I will write down affirmations and I will write down the crystals. So I will keep track both here on what this said, like my oracle card, and I will keep track on what crystals I have used. And I will also write down how it turned out, like in a monthly overview afterwards, or review, not overview, but review. And so to see what worked, what didn't work, and so on. So yeah, now for the story that I promised you guys. And it shows you a little bit on how the crystal is working. And so I had this guy that I talked to. He came to me and he's a real like big ass skeptic. And he was like, he was down in a funk, I think, and everything felt so heavy, and he would blow up, get angry for, like, he had a really short fuse, so short-tempered, and, felt like there was so much BS and annoying people, and yeah, in his everyday life. So he was like, oh, I can't take it. And then he said, like, jokingly, well, don't you have a crystal for that? I mean, you have crystals for everything, don't you? And so I said, yeah, actually, I do. And I pulled out a clear quartz like this, only in a tumbled version, a small version. And I gave him the rose, not the rose quartz, the clear quartz. And I told him to put it in his pocket. And I said, every time you walk around and you put your hands in your pocket, I want you to feel the crystal, like rub it a little bit and just making your mind aware that it is still there. And he's like, yeah, okay. And so this is sort of a magical pill, like rainbows and unicorns, all my problems go away, life goes happy, what or what? And I'm like, no, that's not it at all. In fact, the annoying people is still going to be there. Your problems and issues are still going to be there. And whatever you find annoying and makes you blow up is still going to be there. But the reason you are blowing up is because your energy is low and out of focus. And so this is going to be a tiny little energy boost for you. So it will give you just enough amount of energy to lighten things up a bit. So you will be more tolerable to all that BS, all those annoying people, all those problems. It won't feel as heavy on you. And so he's like, okay, well, that makes more sense. So he put it in his pocket, and I didn't talk to him for a while. And then like a month later, I talked to him and I asked, and I said, well, how has things been going? And have the crystal been working? How do you feel? Did it work? Did it not work? What happened? And he had to pause for a second and think. And he said, you know what? It's actually been quite good. Like, not super good. Not like everything is going my way and there's no problems. But no, I haven't been bothered at all. It's actually been quite good. So if you are ever down and you need an energy boost, take a clear quartz, put it in your pocket, and rub it every time you put your hands in your pocket, just to remind yourself that, okay, this is giving you that tiny little energy boost that you might need just right now to get through or to be able to deal better with issues and problems or people. So that was the story. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you, like I said, if you want me to make more of them, please let me know in the comments below. I will not hesitate to make another video about something else. Share whatever you feel in the comments. I know there's a lot of skeptics out there, and I am not here to convince anybody. But if you are interested and curious, I highly, highly recommend that you try them out. And there are so many different techniques you can use to amplify them, implement them in your life. So I'll see you next time.